Yeah.
Now, in saluting to Ron Simmons, we also have to salute what happened last night. SummerSlam Night 1 happened in Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah.
And we're kicking this off with the main event of the evening.
Yeah,
I
man.
guess it's a surprise that they made this the main event, but
It was to me.
but
I ain't gonna lie.
it was to me. But Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell, main evented night 1 of SummerSlam, and Oba Femi defeated Brock Lesnar to win the feud. And it looks
Hmm.
like Brock Lesnar might be done. He said that he's the past and Oba Femi's the future and everything.
Hmm.
Um, in watching this, did we need this to be a Hell in a Cell?
Uh, Tricky, but I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say yes. And the only reason why I say yes is because we're on a like 10-year run, maybe like 13, maybe. Of if you've seen one Brock Lesnar match, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
So you put that with the fact that Oba beat him out the gate the first time. And so then he has to come back, Lesnar, and win match 2. And yeah, could they have just done last man standing? Yes. Could it just been a specification of no disqualification, no count out? Yeah. Um, we're not getting no Iron Man match. And we don't want to see the 2-minute joint where one of them just dominates 3, 4, 5 finishers and it's a wrap. So the extra element of it being Hell in a Cell, with it being Brock Lesnar, and kind of, well, at least we're making the assumption, kind of culminating his career in different spots throughout that match. I think you do need it. I think we do need it because not only one does it say, look what it takes to really put Brock Lesnar out the game, but it also, for me, showed, oh wow, so Oba Femi's that real with it. Like, oh, he's that type of dude. Like where you just can't do anything to him and it's a wrap for him. So I even though again, um I saw some of the underwhelming reviews and I get it. I get it. And maybe where this might be a battle of the how much of a wrestling storytelling fan are you? Because I don't think the greatest story was told in this sequence at all. But I think you do get what you need from both of them as they move on from this match.
From what I saw last night, this didn't need to be a Hell in a Cell match, and it didn't need to be a main event either. But I'll stick with the
Facts.
the Hell in a Cell piece. I think they pitched. I think that WWE picked the wrong match stipulation or match style for this.
Hmm.
I think this would have went off better as a last man standing match. As much as those two beat each other ass, they
Hmm.
didn't need a hell because they didn't need Hell in a Cell because they didn't need any. They didn't need to keep anything out and enclose things.
Hmm.
They needed to just beat each other ass. And if they
Right.
would have made this a last man standing match, I think it would have came off better because if you put this match as a Hell in a Cell, then we expect you to use the cage more often. And
Hmm.
when you start talking about Brock Lesnar Undertaker, I'll be real. In my thinking after this match was done last night. I
Hmm.
thought this was more of an ode to the Undertaker than it was an ode to Brock Lesnar. And that's why I'm like, yeah, this didn't need to be that. If you're going to this is gonna be your last match, but you want to say to the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Because when you did the plywood was what the Undertaker did with you, and you did the same thing in this match. It
Yeah.
wasn't anything really to me outside of that really spoke to the Undertaker, but that was or anything else. So that moment is the moment where it's like, and then Brock Lesnar didn't even land on the plywood to lose the match. This match
Yeah.
was more of an ode to the Undertaker than it was to anything else. And I believe that if it was a last man standing match, being that these two beat each other's asses in the two matches that they had, the fact that Brock Lesnar don't get up at 10 and Oba wins works better than Oba giving him the power bomb and pinning him, and then they raising the cage. With that being said, I don't give a shit because Oba Femi paid Brock Lesnar and them fans back for what they did to Kofi Kingston officially and any black
Yeah.
wrestler that he went up against. That's one. And two, Brock Lesnar did something that I've never seen Brock Lesnar do, and quite honestly, I didn't even think he was capable of.
Uh-oh.
He pulled that man back in the ring when that man was about to give Brock Lesnar his moment, and Brock said, "No, you come here. I'm the past. This is the future." Now, yeah, Brock Lesnar basically said, "Stop calling me to come back for shit." But
Facts.
also,
Facts.
he put that man over in a way that I don't even think Oba was expecting, because when you look at
Yeah.
Oba's body language,
Yeah.
he was basically like, "Oh, shit. All right."
Right. Yeah. I'm
Like,
so glad. I'm so glad you said that. And I'm glad we're talking about that Undertaker, the homage to the Undertaker. And I'm going to tell you how I'm choosing to interpret it, but because I feel you, but this is how I'm choosing to interpret it. Brock Lesnar in my mind was stabled and labeled that dude before he became the one in 21-1. He was that dude to me. But it was almost like Brock Lesnar took the approach as like, you know what? My career was what it was, but it wasn't until I beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania that it changed for me.
right.
So now I want to make sure that Oba Femi's win over him really changes it for him. It was almost like he was under the impression that WrestleMania wasn't enough. And I totally disagree with that. But at the same time, though, it's like, who has beat Brock Lesnar twice in a year? It's like, oh, okay. I don't think I know that answer. I don't think I know that answer at all. So it's that, and then the salute at the end. I think the ultimate salute. I mean, hey, look, we know the internet fodder about Brock Lesnar. We know that, hey, black people never beat Brock Lesnar. That's been the thing. And speaking to what Triple H had to say, hey, maybe, just maybe, none of you black guys are over enough to beat Brock Lesnar. I don't want to get into that conversation. Let's just stick where we at.
That'll cause a fight on the internet.
Yeah,
If
you dig what I'm
he
saying?
ever said that, you break glass. Bing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So with all that, because I do see the power in the last man standing match as well, but it was almost like he was saying like, hey, yo, I'm going to Undertaker this for you because this is what the Undertaker did for me. And I respect it, but I agree with you. You know what I mean? I agree with you.
Yeah, like, that's all. Like, I just think it was the wrong match for this, the wrong match style. I believe it should have been a last man standing match, and then, Brock Lesnar could still do his raise the hand and stuff and everything, and then go off in the sunset. That is it.
Mhm.
That is all. What should be next for Oba Femi? As we talk about this now, it is clear that whoever won between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes will be going up against whoever wins between Sami Zayn and Finn Balor. And
Mm-hmm.
we know who won the championship, and we'll see who's the number one contender today. So that means that whoever wins between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins may have to contend with Oba Femi or somebody else. We don't know. But what should be
Yeah.
next? Should we throw Oba right into a feud with whoever wins night 2 SummerSlam, Roman and Seth? Should he? There's a theory going out on the internet that a returning Bronson Reed should attack Oba Femi, keeping him away from the championship belt. And you have a feud between two behemoths. What do you believe should happen? Should one of those two scenarios happen, or should we get something else?
Man, you know, this might just be the old school wrestling fan in me, but I kind of just want him to just start just beating people up, man. I just want to see him beat people up for like a year. Well, not a year, but like, close of the year, let's just beat a bunch of people up. Because continuity, right? I think that's super important. And I'm not saying that beating Brock Lesnar, especially twice within 12 months, I'm not saying that don't hold weight as far as you getting a title shot, because it should. But at the same time, dog, I'm really like excited about the possibility of a Braun Breaker versus Oba Femi, a Bronson Reed versus Oba Femi. Hell, I would even like Logan Paul versus Oba Femi. I think there's just
I like that for various
building.
reasons. I like that for various reasons.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, I think that we, like wrestlers, we get so focused on the world title sometimes that we don't even like build up reasons why it should really happen right now. It's like, oh, you beat dude. Oh, shoot, hey, throw him in the main event. Throw him in the title match. Oh, she beat her. Oh, yeah. I mean, she got to get the title now, right? It's got to happen like that. It's like, no. And this ain't even about the Attitude Era. This ain't even about the Ruthless Aggression Era. This is literally about just wrestling. Like, to stay current enough, John Cena, when he figured out the Thugonomics thing, one of his biggest moments was being the opening match of WrestleMania 20 and beating the Big Show for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
But him versus Eddie Guerrero was so much more important. Him versus Kurt Angle without the belt is so much more important. Him versus Brock Lesnar for nothing other than like, oh, we the two new dudes that just got to do this. Like, those things matter. So when it did come around for the world title, it mattered more to me. This everything about builds is so microwavable to me that I don't even understand how wrestlers are going to stay afloat. Don't want this to Garrett. This is my guarantee hope not. I guarantee hope not that Oba Femi beats Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns by September, and then by next August, creative has nothing for him. That's what I don't want to see either. It's almost like, let him get into some feuds. Let him get into some more trilogies. Let him do some just other things, whether it's test of strength or specialty matches or just something that's like, oh, wow, he really can wrestle, or he can really promo now, like, or he's at another level with this. Everybody that we think is great, I guarantee you our favorite match from them is not a title match.
Yeah.
I guarantee some of your favorite moments are not in pursuit. It's more in pursuit of the title than actually getting it or retaining it. That's how you really build wrestlers. This is high key what they want the John Cena Classic to be, because you can lose and still win. but they didn't scrap that idea high key, and we ain't gonna talk about it. We're just gonna leave it alone like they leaving it alone. Okay, we're gonna do that. But because John Cena even knows, hey, some of my biggest moments, just like some of Bret Hart's biggest moments, just like some of Stone Cold's biggest moments, came from the L. Because that's the night I got over. That's the night these people got with me. That's the night that the shirt tally went up and my music hit, and all of a sudden the energy got different, and it was like, okay, yeah, we definitely just can't mid-card my man no more. And that, if you hey, listen, pause. You blow the load on Oba Femi too quick, he's not gonna make it to 2029. And that's my word.
So, a couple of things here that I feel that's very important that you had said. Don't blow the load, pause, on Oba Femi. My only thing about that is since we're not in the era of jobbers, who you gonna put in front of him to beat? And that's what scares me about the whole thing. I love the idea of Bronson Reed coming out and giving him 6 tsunamis, and we don't see him for about 2 weeks. Right? I hope that happens on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. I hope Oba Femi comes out there, start talking, and then next thing you know, Bronson Reed comes out. Now, does Bronson Reed come out with Paul Heyman? So Paul Heyman looks like this is revenge for Brock, and he says he wants Bronson Reed to be his new Brock, and we have a Vader-like heel. Y'all know how I feel about Vader. Y'all know how I feel about Bronson Reed, right? Then it starts looking like Oba Femi to Paul Heyman is Hulk Hogan and Bobby the Brain Heenan. I'm going to keep trying to throw people in front of you. Then maybe, just maybe, I'm back with Roman Reigns. Like maybe, just maybe, it is Paul Heyman trying to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at the rise of the ruler. And he gets back with his homie, and his homie loses at WrestleMania. Oba Femi should not touch a championship belt until WrestleMania. That's it. That's all. Now, mind you, I am the person that was after the King of the Ring, or even the first match. I mean, WrestleMania, like, go ahead and put the belt on him now.
Yeah.
Because he's never going to be hotter. I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong in that assessment now. Let's build this man up. Just don't build him up with wrestling jobbers or wrestling just random ass folks. Give him quality opponents that are actually like, yo, you know, it's gonna take some work from Oba. Don't give him the Goldberg where he goes up against, you know, Buff Bagwell, Scott Norton, and goes up against Virgil, and then he wins the TV championship, and then he goes up against Glacier, he goes up against Mortis, you know. Then he defeats Arn Anderson, wins the and then he goes against Raven, he wins the United States Championship. No, let's give it to him right off the bat. Give me Braun Breaker. Matter of fact, give me Division. Give me all of them. And now I got to go take on all of these joints. Because I can tell you, for me with Sting, what made Sting important to me is not Ric Flair whooping his ass. It was, let me put all of my homies in front of him that we know cold that can do it. Bronson, Braun, Damian Priest, Baron. Matter of fact, you want to, I got you. And I'm going to make this should happen. This ain't no guarantee, but damn it, this should happen. Who's coming back on Monday Night Raw, August 3rd?
Oh, Kevin Owens. Oh, wait.
No.
Oh, wait. No, it's not.
Big Cass.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh,
go ahead. Sorry.
Let's
I'm
put
mute up.
especially since you have promos. Let's put Big Cass in the prime spot. What should happen is Oba Femi gets his talk, gets the mic. He gets to talking about Brock Lesnar and he respects him, but he beats him and all of that. And then out of nowhere, the 7-foot dude, and you can't teach that, comes in and beats the shit out of Oba Femi. And then now, you like, damn. Not only did Big Cass come back, Big Cass is pissed because technically, what spot is Big Cass supposed to have? This spot.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be his spot. So, that's what I would do on Monday. On Monday,
Right.
not Bronson Reed. We don't know if he's all the way healthy or not. Kevin Owens, he's reportedly ready to come back. But Kevin Owens, you come back to CM Punk, Cody Rhodes conversation. You go over there. That's what you do. Because your man's is fighting for the number 1 seed. You go over there and help him win that number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Oba, on Monday, since y'all got these vignettes with Big Cass, that's what you do. Now you just put Big Cass in the prime spot, and now you got Oba, who's already in the prime spot. We got 2 Bohemians, as we just said, and it keeps him away from Roman versus Seth and whoever wins that. Then you start feeding him beasts, pause, and then he wins the Royal Rumble, and that, now you can't deny him. He's won the King of the Ring, now you won the Royal Rumble, now I go up against Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
I dig it. You know what? I was worried about Big Cass as the casualty in that, but I like that. But I like more of what you said before, which is now I want to see Oba Femi take out the Vision, which is the faction that none of us like anyway, and just get them out the way. I think that's.
I don't want him to touch them at this point.
Yeah.
I think the Vision has failed so far. Even when you got Paul Heyman saying, you don't need me, you got Maxine, so you straight. They failed so far that I'm not worried about that. And I don't want to see Big Cass and Enzo. I don't need to see that. If he's 7 foot, treat him like a 7-footer. If he's 7 foot, 300 and some pounds, treat him as that. You put him with Enzo, you're putting him into a comedy act. And them vignettes that y'all dropping ain't comedy acts. It's literally, I had an alcohol problem. I had issues with the law.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be this next big thing, and I squandered it. And I'm about to come back here and make y'all laugh? Hell no. I'm about to come back here and I have to make a statement. The only statement that Big Cass can make that's big enough for the vignettes about I was supposed to be the next big thing and I squandered my shit is to go straight to the top. And straight to the top at this point is Oba Femi. That's it. That is all. I'm going by how you presented that man. Do not Funkasaurus this. What's my man's name?
Oh yeah, Brodus Clay. Tyrus.
Yeah, no, Brodus Clay. Brodus Clay. They had them vignettes for Brodus Clay looked like a monster was coming to the WWE. And then next thing you know, Naomi and old girl start dancing. And he's like, who the fuck is this? No. Every vignette they've dropped with Big Cass has been, I squandered this. Now I'm back to reclaim what I feel like I should have. And Oba Femi is in the position that many thought Cass was supposed to have to the point, remember, they broke them up. They broke them up. And Cass was supposed to be the next big thing. And Vince McMahon said, yo, to the point where you said WrestleMania 40 is him and Baron Corbin. 2 7-footers going at it. You want to keep away Oba. You want to keep him away from Roman. You want to let that build. You build him up by bringing those monsters. The first monster that you put up in his face is the man who felt like this should have been my spot, Big Cass. After that, you go bring in Bronson Reed. After that, you bring in Braun Breaker. After that, is the Royal Rumble. You win the Royal Rumble, you flat out say, I want Roman Reigns. It is August 2nd, y'all. The
Yeah.
end of the year is almost here. I just gave
Yeah.
you 3 people to put in front of that's going to make each one feel bigger than the next. And now you get him to Roman Reigns. And now you get him WrestleMania. And then he wins. And you put him over.
Not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Because I think no matter what, we have reached our common goal here today, which is make sure that Oba Femi is not just this flash in the pan moment. Here's my potentially scorching hot take to some of you stands out there, but I don't want Oba Femi's career to end up like Goldberg's.
Nope.
And I don't know how everybody else perceives it, but I can sum up Goldberg's entire run in like 7 matches. And one of them we pissed about because he ruined Bret Hart's career. So for me, yeah, I want better for Oba Femi than Goldberg. Because hey, look, Goldberg actually thought he walked out thinking he deserved more than what he got. And I thought that was too much.
So before we move on, hey, y'all watching this on social media, y'all watching this on YouTube, you know people that like wrestling, share with a friend. Share to all of you wrestler homies. First Black Champ Podcast. We are live right now. Make sure you check out the podcast on Barber's Chair Network.